Hello chatbots out there, it's a brand new week and you guys know what that means. A new week with lots of new adventures to be had, and I'm going to be taking you guys along on my adventures I get up to this week. It's Monday and I've got Monday, Tuesday off work. I'm not on work till Wednesday evening, which means I get to have a little bit of a lie-in, which is good. There are alarms to be set, and I was supposed to be working today doing a 9 till 3, but one of my other colleagues asked if they could do my shift, which means I now have Monday, Tuesday off, and I got to have a nice lie-in. I then got up and I was just watching a little bit of TV, listened to a bit of music and had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. I then got showered and changed and was having some bear cuddles and watched the Harry Potter Order of the Phoenix movie. It's probably one of my favourite Harry Potter films. And then my older sister had popped in. She doesn't work on Mondays and she was going to be doing some stuff with our younger sister. They were just going to be hanging out for a bit, and I then had some lunch. I had some grated cheese and ham sandwiches with a cup of tea, worked on some illustrations and colours of those in. I was watching some vlogs and TikToks and funny dog and cat videos, and was reading some more of If This Gets Out. I then got messaged by Tash saying that one of our colleagues had cut their finger while working in the kitchen, and so my colleague who was covering me had to go into the kitchen to help out. So I was going to have to maybe come in and do sort of my shift that I was having covered. So I got myself ready, and then as I was getting dropped up, I literally was round the corner. They then messaged saying, "Don't worry, you don't need to come in." So I then luckily had a jumper in my bag to get changed into after work if I'd gone up. Changed into that, and my dad dropped me off to Dobby's where I was going to be going anyway. I then got into Dobby's, my happy place, and I went off and I had a look around at the homeware and stationery section and the Christmas displays, and got some shots of the Christmas displays that I'll show you guys. It's so beautiful with all the lights and the Christmas trees and all the Christmas treats like chocolates and all the mugs and bits and pieces like that. I was having a lovely look around there at the home section. I then got some selfies in front of some of the Christmas displays and then headed off to the plant section, and I got some plants out. That plant section is huge, and I always love having a look at all the pretty succulents and the cactuses and the pretty plant pots, and the animal plant pots are so cute. I then got a bit of carrot cake and a drink from the cafe, and I'm sure you guys the carrot cake I had. It's probably one of my favourite cakes, especially when they have fun carrots on. I then had a cola from there as well, and then I went off and had a look around some more at the garden centre, and I got some flower snaps from the flower section where the plants are, and I'll show you guys those. I was able to get some really pretty flower snaps with lovely colours and patterns on. I then chatted to one of my mates who works there in the cafe, and then on the way back he'd done me a hot chocolate to have, bless him. I then made my way back from the garden centre, and on my way back I was listening to music on my headphones, enjoying the hot chocolate, and it was so good and warmed me up as it is so chilly out there at the moment. I'm going to need to have my woolly hat out again soon. I need to try find where my woolly hat is. I've got one that matches this jumper, so I'll have to try find that. I then got back and I was listening to a bit of My Computer Christmas after being at the garden centre and it all been decorated for Christmas. It's got me feeling very festive, although I think there's only like 38 days now, so not long now, so I'm fully in Christmas mode. So I wanted to get my Christmas presents for and cards sorted out, so I'm going to be trying to get on that to stay on top of that. I then was just working on some illustrations and colours, so I'm dosing. I then watched some stuff off record. I just finished watching, I was having some bear cuddles, and then I popped to the shops to get some bits from there and got back, and for my tea I had a mac and cheese. The mac and cheese was so delicious, nice and cheesy, just how I like it. I used to hate mac and cheese and now I bloody love it, can't get enough of the stuff. I then finished writing my journal entry for today, put that away, and then I sorted my Bluetooth doll out into a new look, and I'll show you guys a clip of that. Here's my Bluetooth doll's newest look for you guys. Starting off with these shoes, she's got these blue high heels on with some denim jeans on. She then has this blue jumper with a pink bow and a white bow necklace to match, and this is the full look. She's wearing one of the new items of clothing I got from the fashion packs from Smith's, and I love that bow top and the bow necklace as well. It's beautiful. I'm now off to go and work on some more illustrations and colour some more of those in, and then I'm going to be watching today's Home and Away and Yuki soaps, and just see you more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Tuesday and I got up early so I could go down and catch up on Neighbours and not be interrupted by my family members asking me questions like, who's that, what's going on, so I could just watch it with a bit of peace and quiet. I then had some breakfast. I did myself some buttered toast with a cup of tea, and I'm absolutely loving my buttered toast at the moment, can't get enough of the stuff. I was then having some bear cuddles and playing with him with some of his toys. I can't believe he's won already, it's insane how fast it's going. My dad then got back from being at work and had done a massive food shop, as our local Tesco's is shut due to flooding, so he had to go to the Aldi nearer to his work, as the one where we live was absolutely chock-a-block. It was so busy in there, so he went to a different one instead. So I helped him put the shopping away, and then my mum was asleep still, she'd been up in the night, and me and my younger sister were then just listening to a bit of the Christmas music channel. There's a bit of Michael Bublé, the king of Christmas. I love a bit of Bubble. I then got showered and changed and got myself ready to go off for a walk, and it was such a lovely sunny day with beautiful blue skies. They did say that it was supposed to rain, but it was still looking very nice, so I thought I'd take the chance and get out before it rained. I then headed up to the high street, where I went into one of the flower shops and I got some flower sets on there. They've always got such beautiful flowers and bouquets in there, with lots of roses and sunflowers and lovely coloured flowers. I was then having a lovely chat with the flower shop keepers in there, and then I got some plants out for a plant session. It also reminds me of a little jungle, as they have lots of plants hanging down from the ceiling and in the windows, and such beautiful displays in the windows. I love all the succulents and cactuses and pretty patterned leaves and plant pots. I then went off and had a look around some of the charge shops, and went off into one of the pubs and had a drink from there, and got 2 selfies from there that I'm show you guys. It's decorated for Christmas, and I had an inflatable snowman I got a photo in front of, and this beautiful golden mirror I got a photo in front of with decorations around it. I then went off and had a look at some of the charge shops and went on to one of the book shops. I love the smell of old books so much. I then went into surroundings, one of the shops I always love going into. They sell lots of art stuff and socks and mugs, all things I love, and I got snaps of some of the decorations and Christmas displays they have up in there. So beautiful in there, always so cozy, and that's so lovely in there. I was having a lovely chat with the shopkeepers in there, and I can't believe it's like 37 days till Christmas. I've done 1 Christmas present so far, and that's for the dog, the most important member of the family. Need to get on that, and some Christmas cards. I've done my Christmas list for my mum and dad. They were like, it's cut off by the 19th of November, so did that and sent that to my dad. I then was just looking in some of the displays at all the pretty Christmas ornaments they have in there. They're just so beautiful. I then went off to one of the other shops in the high street that's similar to Surroundings, and they have such beautiful ornaments and plushies. You know I love a plushie, so I had to have a look at the plushie section. I then went into the cafe and they've got lots of fairy lights all over the place, and I got a merch from there that I'm sure you get. It's so cute in there. I then was having a chat with the shopkeeper in there, and then went off and had a look at some more of the shops. I then was going to be meeting Tash for a coffee catch up, but she had a few things to do and she had work at 5, so we didn't end up meeting in the end. But I'm meeting with her on Thursday, and we're going to be going into Bristol to go to the Christmas market. We went last year with Jazz and it absolutely lashed it down, but this year it's going to be nice and dry, so looking forward to exploring that. I then went into the coffee lab, one of my favourite coffee shops to go into, and I had a chai latte from there, and I'll show you guys that. It's so lovely in there, and they started decorating for Christmas and had some Christmas music playing. Love it. They had a bit of Michael Bublé playing, and I love a bit of Michael Bublé. I then was just chilling in there for a little bit, and then I went off to get myself some lunch from the co-op, and I got mailed up from there. I then made way back, and on the way back from there I was just listening to a bit of Michael Bublé Christmas. I then got home and I was just working on some illustrations, kind of myself dozing, and was having some bear cuddles and played with him out in the garden to tire him out a little bit because he had a lot of energy and was doing zoomies around the house, bless him. I then tidied up my office, my dolls and dollhouse, and I've got my Christmas dollhouse decorations ready, where all my decorations for like Halloween and Christmas and Easter, I like to theme my dollhouse, I've got them at the front of where they're all kept, ready to go up. I'm going to be putting them up and my bedroom's decorations up, I think probably the 30th of November, so it's like not too early but not too late, just in the middle, and I can't wait. I love decorating for Christmas, and I might, when I next go to Dobby's, try to get some of those scented pine cones and put them in a little dish to put on my desk because they smell so bloody good. I can't wait for Vlogmas to start. I love when my favourite YouTubers do Vlogmas because I love watching and seeing what they get up to, and it also gives me ideas to like do things for around Christmas time. I then had a cup of tea and some biscuits and just read some more of the biscuits out, and it's getting so good. It's a little bit of a slow burner, and I was like, just got to keep going with it, keep going, and it's just getting so good. And then I watched a little bit of Doctor Who and just watched some vlogs and TikToks, and I'm now just going to be chilling before going off to Jigsaw volunteering this evening, and just see a bit more of the vlog when I'm back from that. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at Jigsaw volunteering, which I do on Tuesday nights. So I got dropped up to Jigsaw. I was up there a little bit early, so before going to Jigsaw I popped to one of the cafes and got a drink from there. I then got 2 myself from there. They have such beautiful mirrors and wallpaper and print in there. I then got to Jigsaw volunteering, and it's so beautiful with all the Christmas lights lit up, and just makes you feel so cozy and so festive. All the lights and the Christmas trees, I just love it. I got in there and it was Albus's birthday, the sensory dog that we have for Jigsaw. So we did a Albus quiz. We then had some party food and played some party games, did some musical statues and musical chairs, and had a lovely evening, and did fruit or veg of the day, and we had some baby sweet corn, so we tried some of that. And then it was the end of the session. I then got picked up and I got back, and my older brother and his girlfriend had to come over for tea, and they stayed a little bit later, so I was able to see them, as I haven't seen them for ages. So I was having a lovely catch up with them. They then went off home, and then I got my tea ready, and I had a chicken Caesar salad. The chicken Caesar salad was so delicious. I'm really loving my salads at the moment. I am now off to go and finish writing my journal entry for today, get into my PJs, and then I'm going to be watching today's Home and Away UK soaps and catching up on brand new I'm a Celeb. It came back the other day and I just love it. Love Alan Deck, and I am full team Lisa Wiley. Mandy and Emmerdale, come on, get her doing all of the challenges. I love her, and I shall see you with more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Wednesday and I got up after a lie-in, and on my Facebook people were posting how it snowed first thing this morning. Unfortunately it did not set, but it looked really pretty. It's so cold out there at the moment. I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that we get some snow and it settles. I'd love to have a snow day. I then had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. I had some buttered toast, like I said in the vlog earlier on. I am loving buttered toast at the moment. I had that with a cup of tea, and I was having some bear cuddles, and then I was just watching some TV, just a bit of music, and I then watched White Christmas, which is such a great film, probably one of my favourite Christmas movies. It's one of my dad's favourites as well, and he showed us that film when we were very young and used to always sing along to it, and just holds a big place in my heart. I just love it so much. I then was just watching some stuff off record, decided to finish watching, and then I got myself ready to go off for a little stroll, and it's so lovely and sunny out there with beautiful blue skies, just a little bit nippy, so I wore my red checkered fleece to keep me nice and warm. I was listening to music on my headphones whilst on my walk, and I came across this beautiful little waterfall, and I'll show you guys a clip of that. It's so beautiful. I love the things that I come across whilst on my walks, and all the autumn leaves around it are so pretty. I then bumped into one of my family friends who was walking their dog, and they were asking me all about how Bear was getting on, so I was telling them about how Bear was getting on. Can't believe he's won already. I then made my way off for more of my walk, and I got some flower snaps whilst on my walk that I'm show you guys. I was able to get lots of dahlia and rose snaps. Dahlias and roses are two of my favourite flowers to get snaps of. They're so beautiful with lovely colours and patterns on. I then made my way back and I had some lunch. I had some sausage sandwiches with a cup of tea and a little bit of stollen. I love stollen so much, it's so good. I was then just watching some stuff on Netflix, just a bit of music, and worked on some illustrations and colours of those in. And then I was just reading some more of the statistics out. I then got my rota for next week, so I've written those down in my journal and put them up on the kitchen pin board as well, so I can see them there as well as in my journal. I was then working on some illustrations and colours of those in, wrote a bit of my journal, and I got my uniform ready for work this evening. I'm doing a 6 till close, and I thought my dad was going to be going off fishing, but he couldn't go in the end as the bridge over to Wales was closed. So it means he's going to be dropping me to work. I thought I was going to have to walk up, and I'm now off to go and watch either the Grinch or the Holiday, as I'm feeling a little bit festive. Did some Christmassy TikToks as well, and I watched White Christmas this morning, and so I'm probably going to watch one of those two films and just chill before going off to work this evening. I shall see you with more of the vlog when I'm back from work. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at work. I've worked doing 6 till close, so I got myself ready for work and got dropped up to work by my older sister who'd popped in. And then got into work, got clocked in, I put my bag away and my coat. Definitely had to wear my coat, it's so cold out there, but it looked really pretty outside with all the Christmas lights beaming, and it was looking very festive, making me feel very cosy with all the Christmas lights lit up. I then got my drink out that I'd got for work and had some of that, and it was just me and one other colleague on shift, and it was pretty quiet. For on Wednesdays it's normally quite quiet. We had a few people coming in for food and drinks, so I was running food and drinks and doing food and drink orders and drinks making, and I just got on with some of the cleaning and clothes jobs and then finished about 10ish. I then clocked off, got my bag and coat, and then got picked up. I then got back and I got into my PJs, and then for tea I had a curry. The chicken curry I had for tea was so delicious. I then finished writing my journal entry for today, put that away, and my older sister stayed for a little bit and she's now gone off home, and I'm now off to go and watch today's Home and Away UK soap and I'm a celeb, and just see you with more to vlog tomorrow. It's now Thursday, and I got up, showered and changed, had some toast and a cup of tea, and just watched a bit of TV, listened to a bit of music, and just read a bit more of If This Gets Out. I was tidying up my office and my dollhouse, getting all my Christmas decorations ready to put up. Can't wait to get my dollhouse decorated for Christmas. I was then just watching some vlogs and TikToks and funny dog and cat videos, had some bear cuddles, and then I just watched some stuff on Netflix and was listening to a bit of the Christmas music channel whilst working on some illustrations and colour some days in. And I'm now off to go to meet Tash for a coffee catch up. She was having a flat viewing with Amelia this morning, so I'm meeting her after that. Fingers crossed all goes well with that, and we're then going to be heading into town to our town's Christmas market. Looking forward to getting there, and the weather's looking beautiful. Last year it absolutely lashed it down, so I'm glad that the weather's a little bit better this year, and I can't wait to try one of those Christmas dinner Yorkshire pudding wraps that they do there. Maybe get some donuts from there, head to the flower shop that I always love to go to, and go to Cabot as well, and it should be a really good day, and I shall see you when I'm back from that. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being off into town for my town's Christmas market with Tash, and before heading off into town for that, we'd met up at a coffee shop, and on the way to meet her I was listening to music on my headphones. I then got a call from her and she was like, "Whereabouts are you?" I was like, "I'm just around the corner, not too far now." I then got to the cafe and was looking around for her, thinking that she'd be there. I thought she'd meet me there. She wasn't there, and I managed to trip over the step into the cafe and go flying over. I managed to cut my knee. So clumsy. It's my shoes. My shoes are so annoying at the moment. I've got new shoes that actually arrived just as I was leaving, and the ones that I wore are kind of falling apart, like my life, and so they need to be mended. So they made me clumsier than normal, which is not good, and I managed to cut my knee. Luckily I had plasters in my bag, always carry them with me because I never know when I'm going to need them. So I patched my knee up. It was a little bit sore, but it soon wore off. Tash then arrived, and she'd had to do some coffees for some chaps that are doing some work on her family's garden, and she got her drink and stuff, and I got mine, and I had a chai latte and this yogurt with like raspberry compote in, kind of like one of the Miller yogurts, and it was so good. And we sat by this Christmas tree with lots of baubles on, it looked so pretty, and Tash got a snap of me in front of that. She always gets such great snaps of me. I was then asking all about how the viewing of The Flat had gone with Amelia, and she was telling me all about that. And I had a chai latte and that Miller yogurt, and I'll show you guys that. The Miller yogurt with the raspberry compote was so delicious, and chai lattes are my favourite hot beverage to have. I just love them so much. We then went off to the co-op, and I got myself a drink from there to have whilst on the bus into town. And then just before going off to get the bus into town, Tash got a snap of me in front of one of the Christmas trees next to the Costa in the high street. We then made our way off to go get the bus, and they had a little market outside of our workplace, so we had a quick look at that, and I got a sugar cookie from there which was shaped like a snowflake, and I'll show you guys that. They're so pretty and were so delicious. I gave a bit to Tash, and then Tash got some honey to give to Jen. So we popped into work and gave her the honey, and then we went off to get the bus, but the bus had already gone already, so we quickly went to one of the chai shops and then waited for the next bus to come, and it felt like it was taking forever to arrive. And then the bus arrived and we headed off into town, and the first thing that I did when getting into town was go off to one of my favourite flower shops that I always love going to, and I got some flower stuff from there that I'll show you guys. They always have such beautiful bouquets of flowers in there with such stunning flowers and colours, lots of roses and dahlias and sunflowers. I was then having a lovely chat with the flower shop keepers in there, and then got some plants out. like a little jungle in there with lots of beautiful plants, lovely patterned leaves, succulents and cactuses, and pretty plant pots. I then met up with Tash, and she'd gone into the cafe next door to get herself a drink, and she got a coffee in this tiny little cup, which is so cute. We then went off and had a look around the markets. They had lots of little markets going on, up to Christmas. So there's the main one that we were going to a little bit later on, and then there was a few little ones and the indoor market that we went to, and we were looking at some of the stalls in there and got a mirror selfie from one of the stalls that was selling jewellery. It's so cute. We then went inside of the indoor market and then came across this little plant shop and little craft shop as well, and had really cool ornaments and arts and crafts inside there. And it's quite a small shop, very narrow, so Tash wisely took my backpack from me so I could go in and explore, because I didn't want to drop anything or knock anything over or break anything. And I got some snacks from there to show you guys. They've got such beautiful ornaments and decorations and crafts and plants in that shop. We then went off to some vintage clothes shops and had a look on there, and then went off to Sparks, one of my favourite little arts and crafts shops with lots of independent shops and stalls with people's crafts and designs that they've done. And I got some mirror selfies for some of the really cool mirrors they have in there, and I'll show you guys those. I love it in that shop. They have some really cool stools and such beautiful mirrors that I love getting mirror selfies from. We then headed off to the main part, to the Christmas market where all the wines and food trucks were, and had a good look around there, and I got some snacks from there. It's so beautiful with all the stalls and the Christmas music and the Christmas trees and lights. And then we got ourselves these Yorkshire pudding Christmas wraps, which were huge, and sat and had those, and I'm sure you guys a snap I got of those. They were so delicious. I could definitely have had another one of those. Then Tash got an email from her estate agent, and she was going to hear if her and Amelia had got the flat either today or tomorrow, and they've got the flat. I'm so happy for them. I literally gave her the biggest hug, and before we got into town, we were waiting for the bus. It was taking for ages, and we literally put our hands together and did like an affirmation. I was like, you will get this flat, you will get this flat, you will get this flat. And I was like, come on. It's like, I have a good feeling about this, and it happened. So yeah, I'm just so chuffed to bits, and all day she's just been so giddy and just so excited to get in there. They move in on the 15th, and I can't wait to be popping around for a cup of tea and hanging out with her in her own house. It's crazy, and yeah, I'm just so happy for her. And then we had a look around some more of the stalls, and Tash got some snacks for me in front of some of the Christmas little decoration displays, like this snowman where I stuck my face in, and this star which I stood in front of, and then this sign that says Bristol's Christmas Market, and I'll show you guys those. Not only is she my best mate, she's also my personal photographer. She always gets such great snaps of me. We then got some donuts from this donut place in the market, and I've had them before and they are always so good. And we had Nutella with sprinkles. We had 2 each. We got a set of 4, and I'm going to show you guys those. They were so delicious. We then had a look on some shops, and I went off into one shop. I got my siblings Secret Santa their first gift. I now have started slowly Christmas shopping. It'll be here before we know it, so I need to get on top of that. I then went off into Cabot with Tash and had a look at one of the shops in there, and got a snap of me in this ginormous dome with lots of lights and snowflakes around it, and I'm sure you guys that. was so beautiful. It was getting a bit later on in the evening, so it's about 4ish, so all the lights started to turn on and it just looked so pretty with all the Christmas lights lit up. We then headed off to get the bus back, and the first bus that we were going to be getting on was absolutely jam-packed, so there was no more people able to fit on there, so we then had to get a later one, and I felt like that bus was never going to come, and my hands were literally so cold. I thought I had some gloves in my bag. I have absolutely everything else in my bag, but I didn't have my gloves, so my hands, everything else was fine. My head wasn't even cold, it was just my hands. They were literally pink from where they were so cold. So when the bus finally did come, the second bus, I literally was so happy to get into the warmth and warm my hands up, and I got some Turkish delight from one of the Turkish delight stores, so I had some of that whilst on my way back and gave some to Tash. And then I got off at Aldi and I got some chocolate cake and some money cream to take to Jen's for games night tonight. She's doing a little like mini roast kind of thing, so we've had the roast, stuffing, like roast and pudding wrap for lunch, and now having a roast again, double the roast. Good thing I love roasts. And so I was on pudding duty. I was then making my way back and I was listening to a bit of music, and I had one of Madonna's songs, Substitute for Love, which I just love. So I was listening to that song and I just love that song so much, and a bit of Charlie XX. I love Charlie XCX's new song. And then it was dark, like whilst I was walking back, and it wasn't very well lit, and I managed to fall over and actually roll onto my side. Bloody hurt. Luckily I didn't cut my knee this time, and I did slam my hands onto the floor because I actually tried to stop myself from falling. So my hands are freezing cold and stinging, so that was not good. I then got back and I tried my shoes on that I got and arrived this morning, and they fit really well, and I am now off to go and chill before going off to games night this evening, and just see more of the vlog when I'm back from that. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at games night at Jen's. So I got dropped to games night, and me, Tash and Jamie all arrived around the same time. Amelia was already there, and I gave Amelia a massive hug, congratulating her and Tash on purchasing their flat. And we then had our tea. For tea we had a roast, and I will show you guys that. The roast was so delicious. We had pork and stuffing, mashed potato, cabbage and lots of gravy. And then we played some games, and we played this game where you had gazoos and you had cards from songs from the 80s and 90s and the 2000s and noughties, and you had to play the kazoo and people had to guess the right song to get a point, which was really fun. We then played this game called Chameleon, which is a little bit confusing, but I was slowly getting the hang of it. And then we played a game called Bar People and had such a great evening. And then we had some pudding, and I had some chocolate cake and some money cream that I got for the pudding, and I'm sure you guys that. The chocolate cake that I had for pudding was so delicious with the cream as well. Bloody love a bit of chocolate cake. Haven't had chocolate cake in ages. I then was playing some more games, and it's so much fun at games night, and had such a lovely evening. I then got dropped back by Tash and Jamie and their dad. I then got in and I put my bag away and got into my PJs. I then finished writing my journal entry for today, put that away and got my alarm set. I've got to be up early tomorrow. I'm getting picked up by 9:15 and we're going off to Garden Centre with morning group. And then when I get back, I'm going off to watch Wicked Part 2 with Tash and Jamie. I'm so excited for that, and to go to the Garden Centre and have it all decorated for Christmas. Gonna get me feeling very festive. And I am now off to go and watch today's Home and Away UK soaps and catch up on Big Brother and I'm a Celebrity. I'm watching Big Brother Australia at the moment on YouTube and I'm loving it. Colin is one of my favourites, and I'm catching up with I'm a Celeb as well, and I'm loving it, and that just cracked me up, and I shall see you with more vlog tomorrow. It's now Friday and I got up early, ready to go off to morning group. I had some toast and a cup of tea and was watching a bit of TV, and then I got picked up to go off to the garden centre with the rest of my morning group members. I got picked up first, and we went off and collected the other members of morning group in the little minivan that my morning group have. We then got to the garden centre, and it is my happy place. I love going to garden centres, and I got some snaps of some of the Christmas displays and decorations, and I'll show you guys those. It's so beautiful, all the Christmas trees and the electronic animals they have that sing or talk and move, and all the Christmas ornaments and decorations. I was having a lovely look around there. I then got a clip of the train set they have each year, and I'll show you guys that. Each year they have it up, and there's always a new thing I see. It's just so beautiful. We then had a look around some more of the garden centre and went off to where the plushies were, and I love plushies, and was looking at the stationery and home section, and then went off and got some plants outside of the plant section, and I'm sure you guys those. The plant section is huge, and always love having a look around there at all the succulents and cactuses and the pretty patterned leaves. I then got some bits from the garden centre. I got this mug, which is a lovely blue coloured mug with a snowflake on, and I love my mugs. And then I got this little Christmas bauble with some robins on. It's so cute. I can't wait to put this on my little Christmas tree I have up in my bedroom when I decorate for Christmas, which will be very soon. And I got one and didn't realise that it was glass, and I was taking the tag off and it dropped and smashed, so someone had to come and clean that up, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. So I got a plastic one instead and was going to pay, and I was like, don't worry, you don't have to pay, it's all good. And then we went off to a cafe and had some cake and teas and coffees, and I had a chai latte and a bit of Victoria sponge cake, and I'll show you guys that. The Victoria sponge cake and chai latte was so good. The chai latte was the perfect temperature. It wasn't too hot but wasn't too cold. It was just perfect in the middle. We then headed off, and I was meeting with Tash and Jazz to go off into watch Wicked for Good in the cinema, and there was traffic, and I was supposed to be getting to the house centre for 12:23, and there was no way I was going to be getting there on time. So I got dropped off at one of the bus stops closest to where we were, and crossed over and waited at that bus stop. And then Tash then messaged me saying that that bus wasn't going to that bus stop, so I had to literally run to the next bus stop, which was just down the corner and across the road. And then they arrived, and we headed off into the mall to go to the cinema and watch Wicked Part 2, and I was so excited for seeing that. And whilst waiting to go off to the cinema, as we were at the mall a little bit early, we had a look at some of the shops, and they have a load of chocolate stalls and wreath stalls and cheese stalls and stuff like that going up for Christmas. And I had a look at the cheese stall and tried some of this cheese. I just loved it so much. I ended up getting myself some. I got some garlic and chive cheddar, and it is so good. tried a bit on the stick, and I was just like, oh my god, I need to get myself some of this. We then had a quick look in the Lego shop, and then we headed off over to the cinema to go and watch the movie, and it was bloody incredible. Absolutely smashed it. The voices are just stunning, and got a little bit emotional. I'm not ashamed to say it. It was quite moving at the times, and I got a snap in front of this balloon, like pink and green side for Glinda and Alpha, like display that they had, and got some popcorn and a drink and a snap of the poster, and I'll show you guys that. It was such a good time watching that film, and I got a popcorn tub or metal tub with the characters on, and the best bit for me was probably Jonathan Bailey. I just bloody love him. I mean, he's just so gorgeous, and I just love that film. And it went really quickly. You know what they say, time flies for having fun. Sometimes films seem like they are dragging a bit, but with this film it just went so quickly and I just wanted more. I then went off to Aldi with Tash and Jazz on the way back and got myself a salad from there to have for my tea, and then we got back and I got off at Aldi's bus stop and thanked Tash and Jazz for a lovely day. I then went off to the co-op to get my younger sister some chocolate that she'd asked for, and then got myself a drink for work tomorrow and a drink for the next day as well. I then got back and I had my salad. The salad I had for tea was so delicious. I then finished writing my journal entry for today, put that away, and I'm now off to go and watch today's Home and Away UK Stakes and I'm a Celebrity, and to see you with more to vlog tomorrow. It's now Saturday and I hope you guys are all having a lovely start to your weekend. I got up after a little bit of a lie-in and I didn't start until 10:30. I was doing 10:30 till 2:30, and that's an easy 4-hour shift. And I got up ready for work and I had some toast and company for my breakfast, had some bear cuddles and was watching a little bit of TV and listened to a bit of music. And then I got dropped up to work a little bit early so I could go into the flower shop. It shuts at 1 o'clock, so by the time I finished it would have been shut. And I got some flowers that's from there to show you guys. They've always got such lovely flowers in there, beautiful bouquets and lots of pretty colours. I was then having a great chat with the flower shopkeepers in there and got some plants lots from there that I'm sure you The plant display is also pretty in the window. Looks like a little jungle with all the succulents and cactuses and pretty patterned leaves and plant pots. I then had a look once at the charity shops and then went off into work. I got clocked in and put my bag away and coat and got my drink out I got for work and had that. I then was running lots of food and drinks and cleaning tables, and it was super busy. There was 4 of us on, thankfully, and we had people sitting outside as well as inside, so I was cleaning tables inside as well as outside. And we had a good team on, a great music players playing, so I caught myself singing on to some of the songs while I was cleaning tables. And then at like 1ish, we had a bit of a power issue with the power due to the weather as it started to rain and it was pretty stormy out there. So the power in the main part where the bar is had gone out. So I then fished about 2ish. I then clocked off and got my bag, got changed into a jumper that had my bag, and then headed off, and I went off to one of the coffee shops in the high street and I got a chai latte from there. I got stuff of that in front of the Christmas tree they have in the cafe. The chai latte was so delicious. I love a chai latte. I then sat in there for a little bit and chilled. I then went off and had a look at some more of the shops and went off into one of the book shops. I love the smell of old books so much. And then I noticed one of the pubs had a Christmas window display, so I was looking at that. I went in and had a look at their Christmas decorations they've got up and got snaps of those. It looks so beautiful and it's getting me very festive. I can't wait till our workplace puts their Christmas decorations up. I then made my way back, and on my way back I was listening to music on my headphones. It's a bit of Michael Bublé Christmas, a bit of George Michael and a bit of Kylie. I then got some beautiful fast hats whilst I walked back, and I'm sure you guys those. Lots of roses, such beautiful colours, and the raindrops on them from what it'd be raining just makes them look even more beautiful. I then got a snap of these beautiful autumnal leaves that I'm showing you guys. They've got such beautiful colours and patterns on those autumnal leaves. I love all the autumn leaves with such beautiful colours and patterns on, and the crunchy leaves beneath my feet. Autumn is probably one of my favourite times of year. I then got back and I had some tuna sandwiches with a cup of tea for my lunch, and had put my clean uniform out ready for work the next day. I was having some bear cuddles, and my mum and dad had gone to look at the car as our family car had died and we needed a new one. So they were off looking at that, and I was just watching some episodes of Neighbours, catch up on that and listen to a bit of the Christmas music channel, and I watched a bit of Netflix. And then my mum and dad got back and we were getting a new family car. We're collecting it next Saturday, which is very exciting. And then I was just writing a bit of a journal entry for today, listening to a bit of music and doing some drawing and colouring in, and just reading some more of if this goes out. And then for tea we had a takeaway and we'd ordered, and I then was just watching Last Christmas. It's such a great film, probably one of my favourite Christmas films, with Emilia Clarke and Emma Thompson, and it's got George Michael songs in, who I love a bit of George Michael. And then our food arrived, and for tea I had a burger and some chips, and I'll show you guys that. Tea was huge and it was so delicious, and I'm now off to go and finish writing my journal entry for today, and then I'm going to be watching today's Strictly Come Dancing and I'm a Celebrity. I shall see you with more to vlog tomorrow. It's now Sunday, but before I talk to you guys about today, I'm going to be telling you guys about last night. So yesterday afternoon our power went out at work, so we had to close early. So then yesterday evening we met up at the lounge and had some drinks and some food, and went off to all the other pubs as well. I just had a really nice evening hanging out, and it was such a lovely evening. And then on to today, it's Sunday. I hope you guys are all having a lovely Sunday West. I got up, showered and changed and had some breakfast, had some bear cuddles and was listening to a bit of music, and then I got dropped to work and I got into work, got clocked in and put my bag and coat away, and it was me, Tash and one of our colleagues on shift. And then Tash finished at 11, so she didn't open till 11, and Jazz came in to do the rest of her shift as Tash had football. And so it was me, Jazz and one of our other colleagues on shift. It was really busy. It was quite a big weight on food, but our chefs were absolutely smashing it in the kitchen and got all the food out as quick as they could. There was a lot of big bookings, a lot of people in, a lot of walkers as well. It was insane, but the front of our staff I was on with absolutely smashed it as well, and we were running lots of food and drinks, lots of food, drink orders and drinks making and cleaning tables. And someone chatted to some of the regulars, and we had people sitting inside as well as outside. We also had a singer come in and perform, and he was doing lots of acoustic covers, and he was really good. And Tash, before leaving to go off to football, had got us some Greggs, and I had a cheese and pasty, and she also got me a drink from the corner shop, as I was going to get one before work, but I didn't have time to, bless her. And so I had my Monster Energy and my cheese and pasty, and the cheese and pasty was so good. Love a cheese and pasty from Greggs. It's definitely my go-to when it comes to getting a Greggs. It then quieted down a little bit, and I was just doing a massive clean up of tables inside and outside, and I got to have my lunch break, so I popped to go up I got a medal from there, and then I just sat outside in a little covered area and had that, and I set my alarm to go off when my lunch break was over. It went off, and I then headed back inside and continued on with my shift, and just finished about 3ish, and it was just me and one of my colleagues on until 5, and it quieted down, and I just did a massive clean up of all the tables and put all the tables back together that had been taken apart, and put all the chairs back that had been taken from different tables. And then I finished at 5. I then clocked off, got my bag and coat, and got picked up by my younger brother, who was over for having tea at ours. And then we got back, and I got my clean uniform ready for work tomorrow. I'm doing a 9 till 3, and then my grandma got brought over, and my older sister and older brother and his girlfriend were back from being at rugby. My older sister and older brother's girlfriend had a rugby game. They didn't win, but they did a really good game, what my older brother was saying, and so they were both very tired, feeling very sore, and so we just sat watching a little bit of TV, and we were watching this animal documentary thing on BBC One, and then we had our tea, and we had a Sunday roast, and I'll show you guys that. The roast was so delicious. I've had 3 roasts this week. I had 2 on Thursday, so I had one of the Christmas roast bats from the Christmas market, and then had a roast in the evening at games night, and I've had a roast this evening as well. Good thing I love a roast. And then we tidied away and watched a bit of Antiques Roadshow, and then for pudding I had a little bit of trifle. I love trifle so much. We then watched the Strictly Come Dancing results show, and I am now off to go and finish writing my journal entry for today, and then I'm going to be continuing on reading The Discuss Out, which is so good. Listen to a bit of music and then just chill for the rest of the evening, and hope you guys have all had a great week and weekend, and all have a lovely new week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you with a new vlog coming very soon.